I burned my legs pretty bad, and I got some second degree burns on my legs, and so some people get grossed out by, because I got the bandages and stuff like that. Anyway, so I got bandages. I got the white bandages on either of my inner thighs. Um, if if you look, sometimes you can see them. Um, I got some socks there that one of the YouTube people, a nice lady, told me about some socks that I could get over Target, and so I got them. They are not compression socks, but they work pretty darn good for me. Um, and they weren't too expensive, so that was okay. Um, I got a haircut not too long ago, so I because otherwise the hair was hanging in my face and stuff, and it's nice to get a haircut in the summer, so it kind of helps out with the sweat. Not Don't sweat so much. But anyway, I got my doggies in the bed with me. They're supervising, making sure that I'm not going to do anything bad or anything wrong. But they aren't supervising very well because my legs are crossed right there. And that's a thing that happens with wheelchair people. Um, is you cross your legs by accident and you don't know it because you can't feel them. And whenever they're crossed like that, if you don't know it and you leave them alone, but you leave them crossed like that, then you can get a pressure sore, and a pressure sore can form. So, and I don't know if the pressure sore can happen more frequently because my legs are so skinny, so thin, um, or if that's just because, if that's just with anybody. And if you have spasms, do your legs kick about? Do they move around and stuff like that if your legs are crossed? Um, I think there was one guy that mentioned that his legs do kick about or kick around, if he has some kind of pressure on them for an extended period of time. Um, but anyway, this is a different angle right here, uh, of putting the wheelchair cushion underneath my feet. Um, it's good. It's good use to put the wheelchair cushion underneath my feet, because whenever I transfer onto the bed, then I'm not using my wheelchair cushion. So it's a good use of my wheelchair cushion. Might as well. So I put my wheelchair cushion on top of the bed, and the wheelchair cushion is pretty clean, so it's not going to get the bed too dirty. Um, One thing, this is a honeycomb cushion. I think that you need a firm cushion, a cushion that is firm, to help out with the uh, circulation in your legs. Because, um, okay, here's a situation. I sleep for about 3 hours a night, and then I get up for, I don't know, an hour or so, and I have a snack, and then I go back to bed and I sleep for another 3 hours, uh, 3 or 4 hours or whatever, and that's my sleep. That's my sleep for the night. I get 6 hours total of sleep, um, and that's the common thing for me, and it works pretty good. I like to eating a very, very, very high amount of meat. So I'm probably eating like 95% or 90 or 95% of my meal is probably meat. So anyway, but what I want to do is whenever I have such a high amount of meat in my diet, then it causes me to have better circulation in my legs, I think. And that has caused me to uh, not get so much swelling of my feet. And so the liquid has not spent so much time pooling down in my feet during the day, because like I said, I only get about 6 hours of sleep at night, and a lot of the time other than that I'm spending sitting in my wheelchair. So a lot of the fluid, from my body, it drains down to my feet. And so what I do is I use my wheelchair cushion, which is firm and it's not too high. And what it does is I use my wheelchair cushion when I sleep at night, and whenever I lay on my belly at night, which is pretty much whenever I sleep, then I put, then I get the fluid from my feet, slowly goes down, and it goes to my kidney and where I can piss it out. So, and my feet, they aren't too swollen, so I'm pretty happy with that. And so I think I'm on the right track here. High meat is good for avoiding sickness and avoiding swelling. And I know it's kind of expensive, but a high amount of meat I think is good for the swelling, and it's good to keep away sickness, and it's good for healing up wounds, and I just think it's a good thing all around. But I don't know so much about the heart health and stuff like that. I have to go check up with the doctor, but I think that I'm on a decent track here as far as the meat, and I get a decent amount of rest, and I feel pretty darn good. And I've been doing exercise too, so I'm sure that helps out with the circulation in my legs. So all those things, meat, circulation, elevating the feet a little bit,